Donald Trump's potential imposition of 25% tariffs on European cars isn't just news from the US. It's an event that could directly impact the Canadian auto market. If you're planning a car purchase in the next year or two, this is definitely something to consider. The fact is that Canada and the US essentially share a single automotive ecosystem. Manufacturing, parts, supplies, and logistics are all closely intertwined. The same car can cross the border several times during the assembly process. Therefore, any tariffs in the US automatically impact vehicle prices across North America. If prices in the US begin to rise, manufacturers rarely make an exception. For Canada, they adjust prices for the entire region at once. What does this mean in practice? If the tariffs do go into effect, European brand cars could become significantly more expensive. This applies to brands such as BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Volkswagen. Even if Canada doesn't impose reciprocal measures, rising prices in the US will lead to a redistribution of supplies and a change in pricing policy. In the worst-case scenario, European cars could become 10 to 20% more expensive in Canada. But there's a less obvious scenario. If Canada doesn't maintain tariffs, some European cars could reorient themselves toward the Canadian market. This could temporarily stabilize prices or even create better deals compared to the US. However, this effect is typically short-lived. The market quickly adapts. Another important consideration is parts and maintenance. Even if you're not buying a new car, you still rely on a global supply chain. If European components become more expensive, this automatically impacts the cost of repairs, maintenance, and even insurance. This means that the price increase will be felt not only by new car buyers, but by all drivers in the country. Interestingly, the opposite effect could also occur. If Canadian car exports to the US decline, a domestic oversupply could emerge. This could lead to temporary discounts, especially in the used car market. However, such situations are usually short-lived and quickly resolve. And now comes the most crucial moment for the future of the market. Against the backdrop of rising prices for European and, to some extent, American cars, the position of Chinese brands such as BYD, Chery Automobile, and Geely is sharply strengthening. If we look at the situation calmly and without excessive optimism, the strengthening of Chinese brands in Canada amid tariffs isn't a sign of explosive growth tomorrow, but a gradual but very logical market shift. And here's why this could actually happen. Let's start with the main trigger. If the US imposes high tariffs on European cars, prices in North America begin to rise overall. This affects not only BMW or Mercedes-Benz, but also indirectly impacts the entire market through logistics, parts, and supply chains. As a result, Canadian buyers face a situation where familiar brands become more expensive, but their choice remains the same. And this is where a window of opportunity opens for Chinese manufacturers. Even taking logistics and potential tariffs into account, they can often offer a car 30% cheaper with comparable equipment. But it's not just about price. The second factor is equipment and technology. Chinese brands have long since ceased to be cheap alternatives. They are now focusing on offering standard features that require a premium from competitors. This is very attractive to Canadian buyers, especially given rising prices for traditional brands. The third factor is the powertrain type. Canada currently faces an obvious challenge. Not everyone is ready to switch to pure electric vehicles due to the winter and infrastructure. And here, Chinese brands are making a strong move, offering hybrids and PHEVs with long electric ranges. This is the perfect compromise for Canadian conditions. You can drive on electric power in the city. You don't have to worry about long trips. You don't have to rely entirely on charging. This is precisely why models like hybrid SUVs from new brands can quickly find their audience. The fourth factor is market redistribution. If European cars become more expensive, some buyers automatically start looking to other segments. Some switch to more affordable models, others to new brands. And this is where Chinese companies have a chance to get used to the buyer. And that's the most important thing. Once you try something, it's easier to buy again. But now let's be honest about what's holding back growth. First, trust. In Canada, there's a strong connection to trusted brands. Toyota, Honda, and Ford aren't just cars. They have a decades-long reputation, and Chinese brands will have to earn that trust. Second, service and infrastructure. Without a dealer network, parts, and proper maintenance, even the most affordable car won't become a mass-market product. This is perhaps the main barrier in the coming years. Third, politics. Canada could impose restrictions or tariffs on its own if pressure from the US intensifies, and this could slow or complicate the entry of Chinese brands. Now, the main conclusion. The rise of Chinese brands in Canada will likely occur not through a sudden market takeover, but through gradual penetration, first through affordable models, then through hybrids, and only then through more expensive segments. And if current trends continue, we could see Chinese cars take a significant market share by 2026-2027, especially in the electric and hybrid segments. This begs the question for you as a driver. If the price difference is $10,000, $15,000 with similar equipment, are you willing to consider a new brand? Or will you stick with a tried and true classic? To summarize this entire situation, the most likely scenario for Canada looks like this. New cars will gradually become more expensive by approximately 5 to 15%, with European models experiencing the most significant increases. The cost of ownership will increase due to expensive parts, and competition from new brands will intensify. And here's the main question for you. If prices for familiar brands rise, are you willing to consider alternatives, such as new Chinese cars? Or will you stick with your tried and true brands? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you find this topic useful, give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. There are many more important analysis articles for Canadian motorists to come. Good luck on the roads.